Welcome back to another video. Today we are in the open Great League and let's see if we can get some wins. We're going to be trying out the Shadow Feraligatr paired with the Wigglytuff and the Ariados in the back. Looks like we are going to be facing a Toxapex first. This Toxapex is going to be pretty interesting because we're not really doing a lot of damage with our charge moves. It's mainly the fast moves. At least we are able to get to 2 Hydro Cannons. We're going to let this first one go. It ends up being the Sludge Wave, so it does take us out. So we have to go in with our Ariados here. We fire off a Trailblaze, but it's not enough to take it out. So a little bit unfortunate right there. We are able to farm it down. We see the Clocksire in the back, which I guess is okay considering we are boosted. Ariados does have the second boost go through. We know that this is going to be big damage, so we have to shield here. I'm going to fire off another Trailblaze. This is starting to add up, but you can see right there, our opponent does switch out of that situation and goes into their Diggersby. Diggersby is going to be also very tanky and a big problem because our Wigglytuff only has 1 shield and it's going to be able to spam their attacks just as fast. So Scorching Sand does get used, does a significant amount of damage. We're trying to get to another move. Unfortunately, unable to get to it, and this is all but over because they still have this Diggersby with the Fire Punch version, and they still have another Pokemon left. Maybe in hindsight, we shield the Feraligatr, and we try to farm down the Toxapex, but that was going to be very, very difficult. Shadow Feraligatr versus the Miltank. We are not really doing any fast move pressure, so we're going to switch out of there and go into our Wiggly. Our opponent does fire off the Ice Beam, and that is going to do neutral damage, but it's not going to take us out. Another Ice Beam does get used, and they're staying in, interesting enough. So what do we think they have in the bag? It does not want us to that Wiggly. Probably some kind of flyer or some kind of maybe a dragon. We do see the Thunderbolt, and okay, they reveal their own Azumarill. However, we are going to have the Ariados for this Azumarill locked in. We see that they're going to go for this Ice Beam. Ice Beam is not really going to do that much damage. We do boost up our attack, and we do get to another Trailblaze here. Will this Trailblaze take it out from this range? Yes, it will. So we are going to be able to come out with a little bit of energy. We see the Superior come in, and this is interesting because we are going to be able to throw this lunge right here. We do grab the shield. We're going to have to shield here as well, and we're just going to make sure we throw in good timing. Okay, they try to catch the move, but unfortunately for them, we did overfarm, and we were going to be able to come out with a lunge to take them out. So GG's to our opponent, able to win that game with the Ariados in the back, basically core breaking the Azumarill and that Superior. Interesting, we got the Primate to deal with. We're going to go into the Wiggly and force them to switch out. They're going to go into their Shadow Feraligatr. So we tanked the first move, no problem. And now we're just going to try our best to either grab a shield or win this switch. Our opponent does elect to throw a move here. We're just going to let this go because we've already grabbed the shield. We're going to go back in with our Shadow Feraligatr. We're going to tank this move here. We do get the farm down, and now we have a lot of energy to throw back at this Primate. Let's see if they shield here. Okay, they go for the double shield, and we're just going to switch on to the Ariados. 2 show Ariados hopefully is enough to win the game. close combat gets used, unfortunately it debuffs them and is not effective. We are going to be able to go for the Trailblaze and boost up our attack. Ooh, we see the Altaria, so we're going to have to do our best to debuff this thing, because Trailblaze is resisted and Lunge is resisted, but it at least debuffs their attack. Another Lunge gets used, so we're going to switch out immediately. There are double debuffs at this point, and that was key because now it allows us to get to another Hydro. This Hydro does take out the Altaria from that range, so GG's to our opponent, able to win that game with a combination of Feraligatr and the Ariados. The main core is going to be the Feraligatr and the Ariados. We see the Morpeko. This Morpeko is going to be switched out into their Drapion. We're going to call the move. Ooh. Unfortunately, they did have the Sludge Bomb, and that takes out our Wiggly instantly. We have to come in with our Feraligatr here, but now we're in a bit of a pickle because this Morpeko is going to be able to ramp up and do super effective damage with their fast moves. We're going to fire off this Hydro. This is going to get the shield, and then we're going to switch out of there. This is the hangry mode, so this is going to deal a significant amount of damage. Aurora easily takes us out right there, and unfortunately for us, unable to figure out this Morpeko lead. And just like that, a Psychic Flame easily takes us out. So GG's. We definitely, in hindsight, should have shielded that potential Sludge Bomb from that Drapion. That was our only way to potentially win the game. Alright, really good lead here. Our opponent does try to catch a move and Araquanid into the switch. So we're going to go into our Ariados. We are resisting their fast move, so we're going to fire off the Trailblaze to boost back up to normal, because they did debuff us with the Bubble Beam. We're going to be able to get to another Trailblaze here. Okay, dealing some good neutral damage. We basically are just going to tank all these moves. We don't really need to worry about any moves, because we can just easily boost up our attack again. So we're going to combo play into the Feraligatr to grab a shield. Okay, and now they switch out into their Ostagoon. Ostagoon's going to look to get the farm down. We're going to get a Hydro Cannon to go up, and does roughly 60% damage, so at least we part ways with a good amount of damage. We're going to go into the Ariados so that we can force some energy. Night Slash does take out the Ariados, but now we have the 2-shield Wiggly, and we should be in good shape. All we have to do is just shield no matter what from this Golurk. Dynamic Punch does get used. We do shoot the correct move, and we are able to farm down. So GG's to our opponent. Check out this team if you haven't already, and let us know if you enjoyed the video.